Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of Building a Creative Business. This is where you guys get to follow me along the journey of building a business from start to, I always want to say finish, not to finish because hopefully I'm not going to be finished after this, but start to inception. How about that? Start to inception or start to up and running, start to launch. That's probably the best thing I should say. From start to launch. Okay guys, if you missed the last episode, click here. Our sole focus this week is gonna be a lot on the financials and a lot on getting the contracts up and running, or drafted at least, and then getting ready to hire on our first independent contractor. So as you can see, going back up to the financials, we'll need to get our EIN number. We'll need to open a bank account. We'll need to get our business, potentially get a business credit card or apply for one. Definitely get QuickBooks and then talk to a CPA. We'll also need to get our NDA and work agreement drafted up. I need to get my interview questions in order. That way, when we have interviews this week for our potential independent contractor, I'll know what to ask or know what I want to ask. And then we'll probably end up filming a welcome video for them. Down here is marketing. I'm gonna wanna get some of that done, but a lot of it is gonna be next week. Okay, with that said, I'm gonna go into my computer and apply for my EIN number. If you guys don't know what that is your employee identification number. You have to file it through the IRS, and it's really important to have. You won't be able to open a business account with it, and it's important because that's what you need to file your taxes. It basically acts like a social security number for your business. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply for that. Okay, so I just applied for my EIN number, and the cool thing is you get it right away. So I already have my number and I can go to whatever bank I want and open a business account. Sweet. Something I want to talk about, the reason why I decided to file my LLC with a company and why I did my EIN number myself. But before I get into that, I want to tell you I'm not a legal professional, I'm not an accountant, I'm none of that. So this is just my opinion. It's not advice, it's just what I did. Okay, so there's 2 reasons why I'm using a company to file my LLC. The first one is time. It's not all that hard and it's not all that time consuming to do it, but the deal that I found was like a no-brainer. And at the end of the day, like, you can write this off as a business, so you gotta consider what your time's worth. Do you wanna spend the time filling out the LLC, or do you wanna pay someone to do it for you and you can do whatever else you need to do? The second reason is the registered agent service. A lot of these companies offer the registered agent service for a year upon filing with them. So that's kind of a no-brainer right there, because a lot of these services are like $120 a year. So to be able to do that and get that on top of filing for your LLC is kind of a no-brainer. I'm not gonna go on the details of having a registered agent versus yourself or your family member or a friend. There's a bunch of videos on there by professionals and they can go into a lot more detail, but for me it just seemed like less of a hassle, so I'd rather have someone else do it. So after looking around on the web at different places like Zen Business, LegalZoom, and a couple different local companies around town, I decided to go with IncFile. They offer their LLC filings, their registered agent service, and other add-ons for a really affordable price. They have a couple different tiers, but I decided to go with their basic silver tier. At the price of just the state fee for them to file your LLC, and you get a year of their registered agent service, it was a no-brainer. I decided to add the express shipping too for an extra $25. That way I got all the physical documents included. They do offer other add-on services such as an operating agreement, bank resolution, business contracts, and the employee identification number. Those other add-ons are completely up to you, and a lot of these other companies will also have these types of premium add-ons. But for me, I didn't add on any of them. I don't need a banking resolution because the bank I decided to go with doesn't need it. I didn't need an operating agreement, and I don't need business contract templates. I'd rather go through a lawyer to get those process or draft them up myself. The last thing I didn't add on was the EIN number. The reason why is because the EIN number is super simple to do. In fact, the IRS website limits you to 15 minutes of inactivity before they start the whole process over for you. So that just tells you it's not a long or tedious process, which is why I didn't want to pay a company $70 or more to do it for me, because it only takes like 10 minutes once you get all the information from your LLC back. It really isn't that hard of a process. Plus, you'll get it back immediately. So if you do it that day, you can potentially go to your bank and open up a bank account. But you do need to know what you need before you go into it. I would suggest looking at other YouTube videos to see how the process works and to see what you'll need before applying for the EIN number. By the way, none of this is sponsored by IncFile. I just thought it was a really good deal, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Okay, so I've been working on this table for like a couple weeks now, and before that I was working at another table in Jacksonville at our old apartment, and it kind of looks the same. It's kind of the same setup. Not much, just a table with my laptop. So I just got this new table, this new desk. It's a standing desk, and I'm super excited about it, so I'm gonna put it together. Hanzo's my little box chewer. He doesn't exactly help me open them, he just likes chewing them up. They're not messing around with this packaging, so that's a good thing. Definitely not worried about this table being damaged during mailing. So it's the end of the week and I've been working at this Autonomous desk since Tuesday all week, basically. And it's been really, really nice. I'm super happy about this purchase. Just to be able to have the flexibility to stand up and sit down whenever you want. And then also to have the power buttons that automatically go to different heights is super, super convenient. Now all I need is a chair and maybe a better desktop monitor. But all good things come with time, right? Speaking of chair, I've had my eye on the Omega 2020 series by Secret Lab. So you guys wanna send me something, I'll send you the address. Anyways, let's get back into ClickUp. I'm gonna show you what I've done this week. I didn't film too much this week. It's kind of been a crazy week, but I did get a lot accomplished. I'm kind of stressed out about certain things that haven't been done yet, but let's jump into ClickUp real quick. Okay, we're back in ClickUp. As you guys can see, there's a lot checked off that wasn't checked off last week. We got a lot done in 2 weeks. To be completely honest, I wish I would have got all this checked off by now, but life happens. I have editing work on top of all this and daily life, all the stuff that comes with that. You just gotta work with what you got. I'm one person. I'm trying to live by my own deadlines. There's no pressure from anyone else. No one knows I'm launching this company except for me. Well, I guess now people know. But I have no outside pressure except for myself. I'm just trying to be better, do better, and get this company up and running in a reasonable amount of time. So with that said, let's go over some of the stuff that we have accomplished. Filing for the LLC, all that is done. I need to go look at some business insurance. Once I get my debit card, I did I did get my bank account up and running, which is great. I'm now waiting on a debit card, so that'll probably be next week, which is kind of a bummer because I wanted to get QuickBooks taken care of already. The EIN obviously is already done. I haven't done a business credit card yet. I'm looking into that. I don't know if that's like on the top of my list right now. G Suites, as you guys already know, is done. All the social media accounts are done. Today, I dolled those up so they look good. Contractor stuff, still need to do the NDA, still need to do the work agreement. I still have a little bit more time to do that. But again, I kind of wish I would have done that already. The SOPs, phase 2 is done of the hiring process. Now we're on to the interviews, which will be on Monday and Tuesday, which is pretty exciting. I'm excited to meet these candidates and see who they are as people. So that's gonna be really cool. I have to do the welcome video. I also added 2 things on here, a Slack channel for when I hire someone, and a Calendly link for the applicants. That way they can schedule on my calendar and we don't have to go back and forth on figuring out a time. Super, super convenient. Calendly is awesome. There's other calendar applications out there that are just as cool, but I use Calendly. This week is really gonna be about the marketing because the pre-launch is on Tuesday, so it's really gonna be about the marketing. I don't know if all this stuff is really needed at this point in time. What I'm thinking is like doing bare bones, like Facebook marketing with a lead capture through Facebook now that they have that option, and just running with that, maybe putting a quick video up, or maybe it's just an image and text. I don't really know yet. All right, let's go into the calendar. So the calendar is cleared up because every time I complete something, ClickUp takes it off the calendar, which is kind of cool. I kind of wish they'd leave it on, but whatever. Maybe there's a setting that I'm not aware of in here where you can leave it on and it shows as completed. Anyways, we got the landing page tomorrow. We got the VSL tomorrow. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I might just focus on like bare bones marketing and then get the VSL and landing page out later because those take a lot of time. And with the pre-launch on Tuesday, I really just gotta get something going. Tuesday is the pre-launch. Monday, Tuesday, I have hiring interviews. So hopefully by maybe Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, I'll have someone hired. And that's basically it for next week. It's gonna be an exciting week. It's the Mac Daddy of weeks. Tuesday's the day because Tuesday we pre-launch. All right, let's get to work.